As if organizing bears into cavalry formation wasn't hard enough, of course one of them would start giving birth. We're about to charge into battle, now is not the time. What's up guys, welcome back to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, where last episode we took our first look at some units like bear cavalry, rune mages, werewolves, and warlords, but believe it or not, they're actually the smaller, cheaper, simpler units of this mod. So I get the feeling today, things are gonna get extra ridiculous. Now, as much as I do enjoy screwing around in the sandbox every now and then, what I really appreciate in tabs is a challenge. So I've downloaded a custom workshop campaign called Beat All the Factions. There was only one level for every faction, but they're really gonna shoot their shot. Like, they're sending in literally everything to try to stop me. Unfortunately for them, I don't think it's gonna be enough, because I've got some really stupid modded units to test out, like Thor. This isn't Legacy Faction Thor, no. This is modded Thor. He's got armor on the outside and lightning on the inside and is probably unfair in every way imaginable. I don't really know what this modded version of Thor can do, but like, I'm not even gonna spend the rest of my money. I could technically afford like 2.5 Thors, which sounds like a really bad Danish sitcom, but I think it should be more than enough against a bunch of sharpened sticks and stones. So let's see what new Thor can do. Okay, so he can throw and call back Mjolnir. That seems kinda nuts. He's still got the lightning hammer strikes and can call down the thunder. Oh. And he can light up Snuffy like a prehistoric Christmas tree. I was gonna say, I'm not sure how he's gonna handle a giant fuzzy taint in his face. But I guess if you stop his heart, that always works. Do you see what I mean? I don't even think they can hit him with projectiles because Mjolnir deflects them. Okay, Snuffy's dead. You don't need to rub it in, dude. That's enough. It's just ridiculous. It's reasons like this that I can't resist returning for tabs mods. Like, that's just so damn cool. I know I've already taken a quick look at bear cavalry, but I really want to see them do a backflip. What the hell was that? Okay, no, we're gonna roll with it. I want to see what a bear cavalry charge can do. Oh, some of these bears are messed up. I don't care how hard it is to find a spiked helmet that fits a bear. You absolutely have to make the sizes bigger as they grow. Otherwise, their body is gonna grow and their head is gonna stay itsy bitsy. As if organizing bears into cavalry formation wasn't hard enough, of course one of them would start giving birth. We're about to charge into battle. Now is not the time. I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, we've got what, like 11.5 bears and one of them has a tiny head. That's fine, charge. You guys should be more than equipped to take out a bunch of loincloth wearing mouth breathers. Please, no, they're getting wiped out. Oh, they're getting absolutely ruined. I thought for sure we would be fine. Oh, the bears died, but all of the riders survived somehow. The bears sacrificed themselves. So now it's just riders versus Snuffy. Those hammers hit real hard. You guys might actually be able to tenderize them. I don't know though. Oh, yes. I'm so happy that worked. Next up, we have the farmer faction. And I was really disappointed last episode that I didn't get to ruin any little hobbits because the mod made them disappear for some reason, but I'm happy we managed to find a few. And if you thought Thor was overpowered, just wait until you check out Odin. Odin is radically more powerful than Thor in mythology, right? I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, he's got a spear, he's got a rune or shield or both. He's got crows. There's only one way of finding out. Go ahead and work your magic. Oh, he does send crows. He does throw his spear, which then freezes a whole lot of stuff. Oh, he's kind of getting worked a little bit though. Are you okay there, Odin? Thor would have already chopped through this entire group. Come on now, you can't just let your son show you up like that. They're throwing birds at you. You shouldn't be able to do that. You're the one who throws birds. Oh God, the hobbits are jumping on his head. Stupid little things. Come on, shish kebab him. I don't think he handles groups all too well. I feel like he would do a great job like pinning a giant to the ground or something like that. That's very Odin-esque, but all these little minions and peons, oh, they really worked him. Odin may not be able to take down an army that's worth 3 times as much as him, but I think we still have some weird modded units who might be able to get the job done, even if they're a little cheaper. We've got the Celestial. I've never seen something like this in tabs before, other than the previous versions of the Celestial. It's such a weird little spermy unit. I'm just gonna spam them and see what they do. I mean, I feel like it'd be hard for them to get overwhelmed because they're just so floaty and squirmy and they're all over the place. How can they get outnumbered? You see what I mean? It's just an absolute gong show. Well, it looks like it's the medieval faction's turn up to bat now, but I've never faced off against that many priests before. Like, that's a lot of healing to deal with. I'm thinking even though we've seen the Rune Mage already, I might want to try to use my dark magic to counteract their light magic. Is it fair to call Catholicism light magic? I don't even care, who am I kidding? I'm just hoping that this works. Like, the big thing is gonna come down to whether or not we can pump out enough werewolves before they manage to reach us. I don't think that the Rune Mage can actually defend himself. By, like, fighting, at least. You know, they might be able to block arrows with the runes, but they're just old men in white robes. I don't think they can bludgeon people with them. Fingers crossed that we don't get shot down. Okay, so they can actually use them as shields, and then we get the werewolves going. I've realized that when they transform back from being a werewolf, sometimes another werewolf will form because they were double cursed. But the problem is, then the units multiply, so that's where you get way more units by the end of the battle than when you started. Oh, those priests are really leaning in. They've got a whole lot of power behind that king. Can we maybe get on top of him? There we go. Thank you, werewolves. Just rip them to shreds. I want to say this is going well, but it's always hard to tell, because every now and then the wolves will just transform back and I'll find myself dramatically outnumbered. I don't have that many mages left. I got one little tiny-headed guy. I'm rooting for you, buds. Come on, we gotta get to the archers. The catapults aren't that big of a problem, but the werewolf mosh pit is just not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think all of the rune mages are dead. So it's up to these last few werewolves. Hopefully before they transform back, they can get the job done. No? Oh, they keep falling over the edge. Where are you guys going? They're just the dumbest. They also launch themselves? Where are we launching? Oh no, we do have a rune mage. He hid in the woods. You're a genius, you druidic elder. Just stay back here. As long as you can keep using your behind them back magic, then everything should be fine. Maybe, possibly. Did we? Oh, we lost. Damn it! I can remember saying that I really wanted to see a centaur in tabs, and it actually happened. It was a great mod, but I have no idea what a Centaurpede is. Oh, what the hell? Ew! It's so gross and cool. Are they alive? Are they in each other's butts? How is this thing gonna fight? Well, I'm clearly not just gonna send one of these majestic creatures charging into their death. 5 of them could probably take out an army. I mean, they've got so many legs. Oh, I really don't think it's good for military morale to be stitched lip to butthole, but at the same time, that is probably the most interesting modded unit I've ever seen. Does it fight? It moves, which is just a miracle in itself, but yeah, it doesn't fight all that well. I gotta duck out to the sandbox real quick just to see what this thing does. Like, it's just the weirdest. I mean, it's got swords, but it also seems to kind of moonwalk on top of people. Almost like a snake, like it side strafes and runs into stuff. Its movement is so unnatural. Everything about it is so unnatural. I just had the most cursed idea that I can't resist trying. I've made it so that all units spin. which means the cheerleaders should be able to make some kind of Centaurpede tornado, and he's so long. Like, is he actually gonna be able to spin? Oh no, the front spins! The front spins and it drags the arse around. No! That is just awful. Oh, don't you worry, medieval faction. I haven't forgotten about you. And this time I'm actually gonna try. You know, I'll use some of the modded units, but I'll use all of my money and actually build an army. Like, if I put in a couple of Odins, maybe we could then block off this choke point, hold the enemy here with some shields and some Sarissas, and just buy Odin enough time to do whatever it is he wants to do. You know, send in the birds, send in the volley of arrows, and have a shield that may be spinning a little bit too fast. He seems to... I still have all units spin on. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. No, we're going with it. Screw it. You're just gonna have to spin. It should be all right. Oh, the catapults are gonna try to 360 no-scope us. And the archers are useless. So if anything, this is an advantage to us. Like, what's a king to a god? What's a priest to a god? You guys should have absolutely no problem dominating here, so long as you can continue your round-the-back trick shots. Birds don't really care. I don't think they spin. Oh no, the catapult's losing its mind. Who cares about Odin? This is where we want to be watching. They're putting so much effort into making a super catapult, and it just has no idea what it's doing. It's gone full-blown Beyblade. Oh, here comes the volleys. Yeah, I think Odin might have this one in the bag. Feels good. I know this was technically one of the debug technicality, but I'm more than happy to take the victory. You know what, maybe this wasn't my mistake. Maybe this was just Odin giving his interpretive dance of death. Moving on to the ancient faction, and boy oh boy, do they ever have a lot of shields. Which means we're gonna need something that can charge up over those shields. I would love to use bears, but I kinda wanna give them some downtime, you know, a little R&R, considering child rearing. So maybe they'll take a sabbatical, and we'll go ahead and try something like the Reaver. Yeah, a little wolf cavalry, that's what I'm talking about. If I can make a good strong charging point, then we don't really need to worry about down here. As long as we can break the ranks, then we should be good. I don't know how they're gonna handle lightning, but there's only one way to find. I still have spinning on, damn it. Why do I keep forgetting that? It's ruining everything, okay? The dogs don't spin all that well, okay? This is a mulligan. This is absolutely a mulligan. Doesn't count, I get to try it over again. No, you're such a majestic beast. You deserved better. It's just a broken pile of polygons with a derpy face. It's still alive though. It really wants to nip at this ballista. You could do it. What if I take control of you? Can I? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, I can't really move. Oh, that's a problem. I gotta kind of, that's the good stuff. Okay, get in there. Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Are we damaging it? Are we hurting? I think we broke it. Maybe? I can't tell anything. I'm just gonna take my mulligan now. All unit spin has now officially been turned off. Thank you for screaming at your screen to remind me. Charge! I know this isn't exactly the optimal strategy, like you wouldn't want to do this in real life. Charging into a bunch of spears is kind of a dummy move for cavalry, but holy crap, they wiped through them. That was super smooth. We still got the big hitters in the back, but you can always just shove an axe in his ear. Okay, it's just a couple ballistas. They can't shoot all of you. That's not where you want your arm, chief. Oh my God, did we? No, we won. We didn't lose. I was gonna say, if he just got yeeted and was the last guy left, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. It looks like the unmodded version of the Viking faction wants a piece of us, and I really think these levels are getting a little out of hand. This is too many units. When you have so many units at a level that the frame rate takes a dip, it's kind of defeating the purpose. You can't really enjoy what's happening. The whole game is observing the battle. So I kind of need to be able to see it at more than 2 frames per second, but we'll make do with what we've got. I would imagine I could just toss down a bunch of Thors and see how that goes. We've only used 1 Thor so far. If I tried 5, then maybe that would do something. Yeah, you know what? Get in there, Thors. You should help quite a bit with the frame rate. There's only 5 of you, and you can cut down their army pretty friggin' quick. I don't think the Vikings should be jumping on Thor. I feel like that's a mistake. Then again, you can't really shoot him from a distance either, or run from him because he can throw Mjolnir. Thor's kind of the perfect tabs unit. Like, I know there's the Dark Peasant and the Super Peasant and stuff like that. There's stronger units, but like, what more could you want? He's good against everything. Next up, we have the Dynasty faction, and this is a little bit more normal. Or at least as normal as tabs can be. It's a little bit more acceptable, I should say. Only $20,000 spent on a couple of units. I really want to try the Centaurpede again. I'm thinking he might actually have a bit of an advantage here because he's too long to fall in the hole, which means he's the perfect unit to frontline with around it. I don't know if I have any kind of useful projectile unit, though. I don't think we really do. It's all bear jockeys and wolf jockeys and warlords. Try a couple warlords. I put them probably further down, actually, and then the bears can try to deal with the fire, like that. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Fingers crossed that this actually does something. I don't know if it will. Oh God, we're getting railed. There's so many arrows. Come on, Warlord, you got this. You get so much pizzazz. Look at you go. Oh, he can deflect. I forgot about that. So technically, nope, can't deflect everything, just a lot of stuff. Yeah, there are only so many ninja stars you could take in the nuts before you just call it a day. New strategy, we're going with the father-son wombo combo. We're gonna back that up with a couple of rune mages because I really do need some kind of frontliner here. So much so that, actually, I think the Warhorn is a modded unit. It's a cheaper one. Why don't we throw a couple Warhorns in there and see what they do? I never looked at them last episode because I feel like we've seen them in the past, but I can't quite remember. Just use a bunch, screw it. All right, let's hope that the gods can get the job done. Oh! The Warhorns shout and instantly freeze units. That seems really useful if I wasn't trying to turn them into werewolves. Okay, yeah, blocking a firework arrow, not all that useful with the rune, and now you're gonna go for a swim. All right then, that's a bit of a problem. As long as the gods are still up, then everything should be fine. Wait, man, oh man, Odin, you got some pose on you. Look at the thickness. I don't know why I'm looking at Tabs Odin's ass, but he's just sticking it out there. He's like an Instagram model. I was so busy checking out Odin's rump that I didn't notice Thor blowing up the remaining enemies. Whatever, a win's a win. You know what, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, guys. And obviously, I'm excited for more mods, but I'm also really excited for more challenges, you know, more campaigns. I've beaten everything now. It's to the point where I'm trying to find stuff on the workshop, and often it's not all that great. There's not a lot to pick from, but it's like I've been saying, Tabs is really all about trying to figure out how to beat the enemy. You only want to control one half of the equation. If you're both yourself and the enemy, you control both sides of the battlefield, then it's not really the same. But also, I need to remember to mention, this is a mod called Stalingrad 5. It's made by MD, always a masterpiece. It's just so much fun. And if you guys want to see more mods on the channel, as always, be sure to leave a like to this video, let me know, and I'll return whenever I find something really cool. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.